Hello, welcome to a very chilly morning here in New Zealand. We started off the day at 1 degrees. Hey, Michelle. Yes, and 1 degrees I think is about, because we're Celsius, I think that's about 33 in Fahrenheit, roughly. So yeah, and it's got to 3, but hey, you can't complain because it is just a glorious day. Hey, Paigey, lovely to see you from London. Oh, I love London. I have been there and it's just such a beautiful place. Yes, that was a wee bit chilly, but you can't complain when the sun's shining. So you can live with that because the sun just makes you feel happy and joyous, and it's just lovely. And I can live with the cold when it's like that. It was cold yesterday, but it was a bit bleak and cold yesterday. So I don't mind the cold when the sun's shining. It's fine, absolutely fine. Lovely. I think maybe this is the first time I've seen you in my live, Paigey. I'm assuming that's how I say it. Please let me know if I'm getting that totally wrong. I do like to get people's names right. And welcome if you are new. I'm so delighted to have you here. So delighted. Wonderful. Oh, is the other place going? It is. Yay. Don't you just love it when technology works? And yesterday, I think, because it was so bleak and cold as well, my nose wouldn't stop running. I was sneezing and my eyes were watering. And I thought, oh, goodness, I'm getting sick. I can't get sick. I got to see you guys today. And no, I'm fine. So, yay. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Are we organized? Are we ready? Do we have our oil and ready? We'll start with our card first, so don't get your oil on your hands yet. Oh, it's just Paige. Okay, cool. Okay. Typical, eh? Typical. Yeah. I love that. Well, welcome, Paige. It is an absolute blessing to have you with me today. Thank you. All right, let's get our card first. Hey, Peter, my darling friend, lovely to see you too. From our self-love oracle to start with, just to get us in the right frame of mind. Hey, y'all, Michelle, beautiful teacher here. So if you don't, I think that was half the deck fell out. If you don't know Michelle, check her out. She's really, really amazing. I loved her live yesterday. It was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Wonderful. All right, let's see. My pleasure, Michelle, my pleasure. And yeah, I did not want to get, there we go. I did not want to get out of bed this morning. I usually get up and go nature calls, but that was about 5:30 in the morning, and it was just too cold. So I went and to the bathroom. You don't need to know all the details, do you? But I just thought, nah, I'm getting back into bed. So I'd nearly finished a book, and so I thought I'll finish the book, which I did. And then decided about an hour later, better get up. The Schumann resonant chart was whack. Haven't seen today's? Anyway, this is beautiful. Breathe in prana. Oh, cool. Okay, I'll have to look at that. Let me just follow that. Schumann, let me copy that before it disappears. And paste it up here. And then, it has today. The Schumann, shall I read it out? Earth's fundamental Schumann resonance holds a steady baseline frequency near 7.83 hertz. Oh, I love hertz. Live monitoring real spectrum. Awesome. Real-time feed. Isn't that so cool? I do love that. I do love that. Yeah. Had lots of high energy on your nighttime. I've never heard of that. Thank you for mentioning that. That's so cool. Yesterday you was first burner for oh, wow. Yes, yeah. We've had reasonably mild temperatures, but in just the last week they have been plummeting. But as I said, when the sun's shining, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Ah, okay. I will have to keep that in mind, because man, last week was like, ain't nothing going on here. So, anyway, prana. Breathe in prana. Heart chakra. Love that. Look at all that's going on in there. Isn't it just fabulous? I love it. Breathe in prana. Ooh, prana. I mean, without our prana, we'd be, you know. But I think this is also telling us to just stop and breathe too, to just have a sacred pause, and prana is the simplest and most powerful gift we've been given. And what is it? It's your breath. You know, it's just amazing how it just automatically happens. You know, you don't even have to know it's going on. You know when it doesn't, but you don't have to know when it's going on. And these words, these beautiful words, breathe in prana, just reminds us that, you know, every breath we take is much more than an exchange of oxygen. It's like in many spiritual traditions, you know, prana is known as the universal life force, the sacred energy that flows through all living things. You know, trees breathe, you know, all living things. And it's that fabulous, beautiful, wondrous, invisible current that nourishes our body, that calms our mind, that awakens our spirit, and that connects us to spirit as well, to the divine. I mean, with every single conscious breath, we're not filling the lungs. Well, we are, but we're not only filling the lungs, we're welcoming life into us. And if you look at it that way, it's just lovely. How often do you go through your day holding your breath without realizing it? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I need to breathe. And we breathe shallowly when we're worried. We tighten our chest when we feel overwhelmed. And we forget that we have that very medicine that we're seeking in those situations is already flowing in us, in and out of us, with every exhale and inhale. So breath is a bridge. It's a bridge between our body and our soul. It's a bridge between fear and peace. It's a bridge between, you know, striving all the time to just simply being. The heart chakra is the bridge itself too. It is the bridge between the three lower chakras and the three higher chakras. And it is the center of love and compassion and forgiveness and gratitude and emotional harmony. It's often called the meeting place of heaven and earth within us. And when it's balanced, you feel really deeply connected. You feel connected to nature, you feel connected to spirit and people around you. It's peaceful, you feel grateful for everything around you, and you feel present. But when it's blocked, total opposite. You start to carry old hurts. You start to get disconnected. You start to, your emotions shut down. And but when the breath is one of those beautiful ways to restore balance to the heart. So do a breathing practice with your hands on your heart, and that restores that balance. And just be conscious of every mindful breath that creates space, and then every beautiful exhale that releases all those things that we want to get out, the tension, the heaviness, all the things that we carry inside us that we want to let go. I think the lesson of this beautiful card is not to seek more from life. It's just to become present with the life that's already flowing through you. Our breath, I should say, has never abandoned us. It will never abandon us, but it will go silent at some point in your life. But it remains faithful through all of those joyful moments, but all of the heartbreak as well. And breath is our teacher too. We don't have to hold everything together all the time. Just stop and have one single breath can just bring you back to the present. Just breathe. And the more consciously you breathe, the deeper you connect to yourself as well. Yeah. More than you realized. Yes. Yeah. It's amazing. Beautiful prana. And that's really cool that came up today, because what I was going to do is start with a mudra. And mudras you can use with your breathing. Mudras, for those that do not know what a mudra is the language of hands. And I thought, since we have added hands at the end of our session, I would start with a mudra just to get our breathing right. Oh, I love that, Michelle. I love that. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Brilliant idea. But mudras, they're the language of our hands. They're they're gentle little hand gestures that have been used for thousands of years in yoga, in meditation, in Ayurveda. That's where I started learning to use mudras when I studied Ayurveda, and many other spiritual traditions too. And they help guide the flow of energy throughout the body. The word mudra is Sanskrit, and if you translate it sort of literally, it means seal, not as in the animal, but sealing something, or gesture, or symbol. Each finger, and I think we talked about this last week or the week before, each finger represents one of the 5 natural elements. So you've got the thumb, which is fire. You've got the index finger, which is air. You've got the middle finger. Technically, it's not the middle finger because we have a thumb and 4 fingers. But anyway, the middle finger is space. The ring finger is earth. And the little finger is water. And when we bring the different fingers together, we create an energetic circuit. And science is still actually exploring how mudras work. But if you have been in a tradition where they use them, you will understand it anyway. And they help to cultivate focus, and like the mala, they calm you down, calm the mind down. They deepen your breath. and they just are great for emotional balance and emotional and spiritual balance. And they're best understood as mindful practices rather than guaranteed medical treatments. Because the one we're going to do today, I thought was quite an interesting one, and it's not a medical treatment. It's just a practice that, if engaged, can help, but it's definitely not a medical practice. It's the thumb is fire. Yeah, so fire, air, space, earth, and water, Paige. Yeah, so you've got fire, air, space, earth, and water. Had to think about that too. I was like, what's missing from there? And they're simple. That's the beautiful thing about them. They're very simple, and they don't require any. I'm just getting rid of this deck. They don't require anything to do them apart from your hands. You know, there's no special equipment or anything like that. And I do it while I'm meditating. I do it when I'm drinking my cup of tea. You know, you can do it anywhere. You can practice this anywhere, and there's no need to force the positions, because I have arthritis. So some of them I do very, very loosely. Some of them I can hold much more forcefully. But just allow your hands to listen to your hands and allow them to do what they want to do in that particular mudra. And you will start, your breath will start to flow. And even if you hold a mudra for 5 to 10 minutes while you're drinking a cup of tea, it can become a beautiful, peaceful daily ritual. It's fabulous. No, yes, Paige, exactly. You're a Pisces. I love that. That's awesome. I'm a Leo. I'm a tiger or a lion. I like to think of myself as a tiger, actually. I don't know why, but technically I'm a lion. These are beautiful conversations between your hands and your heart, and your breath, and just a way of balancing peace in you as well, which is lovely. I love it. So the mudra we're going to hold just for a little while. We're just going to close our eyes and breathe before we get into the practice. I know I've been gas bagging for 20 minutes now, but this is part of the practice. So this one is the ring finger and the thumb. So we are putting together earth and fire and earth, aren't we? Fire. Can't remember them now at all. I had them right. Yes, thank you, Paige. Earth and fire we're putting together. And what we do is we tuck this one under, and then we put the thumb over the top, and try and straighten those if you can. My fingers do not straighten, especially on that side. And then just, whichever way you want to hold it, just close your eyes and breathe. Now this particular mudra, I was trying to find my mudra book, but I can't. But this particular mudra is for digestive issues and things like that, and metabolism and all that sort of thing. So what you want to do is, when you're holding this particular mudra, hold it upwards like this. When you're holding this particular mudra, imagine a beautiful orange reddy light that is swirling in your belly region. And this can get very warm when you're doing this. So do stop if you feel you're getting too warm or anything like that. But it is a lovely one just to get your digestion working a bit better, and helping your metabolism. And it's just a beautiful way to awaken that inner warmth in you, you know, that nourishes every cell in our body. And so we'll just hold this mudra just for a little minute and we'll just breathe. Just start breathing naturally and then just see if it deepens and if you can feel that warmth coming in. So just close your eyes and just breathe. And maybe you'll be breathing up here in your chest, but hopefully you can bring that down into your belly as well. So just notice all those things. See if you can feel that fire stirring in your belly too by holding this mudra. Wonderful. Just finish your last breath. And slowly release your fingers. Bring them down to your heart space or over your belly and see if you can feel that fire. Did you see and feel that fire burning in your body, in your belly, starting to awaken all those beautiful digestive juices and awaken the metabolism? Fabulous. I got warm. Did you get warm? A little, yeah, and we only did it for a little time. So ideally you want to do these for, this one I usually hold for at least 12 to 15 minutes to actually feel that warmth starting to build and the fire starting to stir in the belly. So yeah. Like that, Michelle. Yes, welcome warmth, yeah. Oh, brilliant, Paige. That is fabulous. That is fabulous. That's awesome. Yeah, I can, and you'll still feel that for quite a while afterwards. And you can do that 2 or 3 times a day. And ideally, as I said, this one needs 12 to 15 minutes, usually. But Paige, that's brilliant. Usually to start really building that fire. But I feel really warm now after doing it too. Yeah, it's quite spectacular what you can do with your hands. It is just beautiful. So I thought we'd bring one of those into the beginning of our session each day, since we've been working with our hands at the end. Wonderful. All right, let's get some oil on your hands. If you have the oil, it's best to be using oil. And you don't want to saturate your face. You just want to be able to move your hands to move freely and smoothly without pulling the skin. Yeah. Yes, you can use moisturizer, just so long as your face, when you're moving your hands over your face, you're not dragging the skin. It needs to be not quite moist, but moisturizer you will need a bit more than you would normally put on. Yeah, so just rub it into your hands and do your bottle up, because That's going to go all over the place. And we're going to start with a little flow this week. So you're going to place your fingertips, turn that around that way a wee bit. Hopefully you can still hear me. Place your fingertips softly at the center of your forehead, and then glide your fingers across your forehead to your temples. Bring your hands down across your cheek. Continue down to your jawline, and then glide. This one, I want you to come all the way down to your collarbones. And then just rest there for a wee minute. Just take one slow, deep breath. Then bring your hands back up the center. Just glide your hands to your temples, down across your cheekbone, down all the way down to your collarbone, and pause and breathe. And these flows just waken up your skin and all the nerve endings and all the lymphatic juices. When you're coming down, you don't use as much pressure as when you're going up. It doesn't have to be feathery for this one, but just not real dragging down. Just nice, light, but not necessarily feathery. So come under the cheekbone, talking, not sure what I'm doing. Come down and then to the collarbone, and then just breathe. One breath. And then repeat. Take one breath. Back up. Under the cheeks. And then down. One breath. See if your breath gets deeper each time. And then I didn't go under the chin, under the under the cheekbone, but hey, that's fine. We don't have to be perfect. Just do where your brain wants you to go, because that's where you're gonna need the love and care. How's the breath going? Is it getting deeper? Let's do two more. Last one. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, this week, I thought we would work on droopy eyes. I just thought yesterday when my eyes were watering and they just felt so, I thought, let's do some eyes today. Let's do some eyes today. So let's start at the top, and love the hearts. That tells me that you're here and you're enjoying it. So start with your fingers at the top, above your eyebrows, and then just add some pressure upwards, and then just hold there for a wee minute. Excellent, Michelle. So just pulling up from your eyebrows towards your hairline, just holding it there. Just hold it for about 10 seconds, then release it, and then lift your eyebrows up, Keep your eyes closed because that adds the wee stretch to use the muscles in the eyes there. And release. And then lift again. And release. Do one deep breath while you're holding. That's an easy way to get it, a nice little pressure. And release. Up. And release. And again. And release. And then up again. And release. Let's do 2 more. And release. Last one. Wonderful. Now, the next one is we're going to lift again, but we're just going to do one eye at the time. So what you want to do is put one finger there and one finger underneath your eyebrow. So one above your eyebrow and one underneath, and then just push in a wee bit so that is solid, and then use this one to guide up to your hairline. So holding the eye there, again, you want to keep your eyes closed to add, so all those tiny wee muscles around your eyes start working, and then just nice, long, slow glides up to your hairline. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's do one more. And then do the other side. So finger under the brow. I'm just going to swap fingers because it's easier using this hand to do the up. So finger under the eyebrow and then lifting up. Keep the eyes closed. Make sure you keep breathing. One more. Awesome. Oh, do your eyes feel wider now? And next we're just going to go from the inner eye, use your first 2 fingers, and then just slide up to the hairline where the temple is. Just slide up. And again, keep your eyes closed because then that adds those little wee tiny muscles, makes them start to waken up and work. And one more. And then move to the other side. So from the corner of the eye and up over the temple into the hairline. And one more after this one. Excellent, excellent. Now, to work the under eyes, what we want to do is put our hands on the side of, on your temples basically, hands on the top of your head and lift, and then what you want to do is look up, not with your head, with your eyes, and then just slightly squint it. So hopefully you understand that. So hands there, up there, keep your head neutral, and then just look up and then squint a wee bit. And then hold for one breath and then do it again. And just keep looking up. That's good. Someone's getting it. The hearts. So look up, squint, and breathe. Oh no, that's no good. Yeah, so you want to, so don't do it if you can't. Just close your eyes for a wee minute and breathe. So lifting up and looking up and squinting, and then release. And then looking up, squinting, and release. Looking up, squinting, and release. Yeah, just close the eyes. So you can still do the hand part, but just keep the eyes closed. And we'll do one more. Kept forgetting to squint. But as Peter has said, you just need to do, if something's not working for you, try and work around it, or while we're doing this, or just stop and breathe for a wee minute. That's fine. Yes, yeah. You've got to try and relax everything else around it, which is hard. It makes your brain work, but it also makes all these beautiful tiny wee muscles around here work as well, which they don't get a lot of work, which is you know, a lot of people don't do anything for their face except use it. It's just there. They smile, they frown, but it doesn't use all the tiny wee muscles. Now, we're going to be little secret agents. We're going to put our spy fingers around our eyes. And then what you do there, when you've done that, you alternate between squinting, and you do frown a wee bit when you squint, and then opening them as wide as you can. So squinting and opening as wide as you can. I've never been good at squinting, unless I'm out in the sunshine. So, so fingers around like so, and then just pushing in a wee bit, adding a little wee pressure, and then just squinting, and then widening. Squinting, and then widening. So keep the fingers still, and widening, squinting, and widening, squinting, and widening, squinting, I just keep closing them and widening, squinting, and widening, squinting, and widening. So just let's do 2 more. Squinting and widening. 1 more, squinting and widening. But it's just your eyes start awakening up, and this is really, really good. This little routine for the eyes is really, really good when you've been looking at a computer lots, when you've been reading lots, when your eyes feel tired and heavy, and it just helps to naturally open them up again. They become when you do something like this with your eyes, your gaze will become more alert as well, which is an interesting thing I was, reading about. It actually can rebalance your posture too, and just naturally lifts that area, which is fabulous. So the last wee one we're going to do is place your palms on your brow and then lift up again, and then just blink. Just slow down and blink, and then open slowly, and then down slowly. Yes, yeah, interesting, eh? I never even thought about it until I was looking at these different postures, and I thought, interesting. So, lifting, and then just open your eyes slowly and close them. And keep breathing. Makes me want to just blink, blink, blink. Try and keep control of it. Let's do 2 more. Fabulous, fabulous. Now let's just go into another beautiful flow just to finish up with our face, and then we'll move onto our hands. So excuse me, I've just made notes. I'm just trying to find my notes on my beautiful flow. Here we go. Oi, my fingers. So what we're going to start with is our hands over our heart, and then take a lovely, slow, deep breath. And then sweep along your collarbones and up to your shoulders. Then glide up the sides of your neck and go along the jawline and sweep up and across the cheek lines, and then up and circle around your eyes, and then up to your forehead and smooth out to your temples. I can't remember where I'm going next. Out to your temples. That's right. And then just bring your hands and hover. I made this yesterday, and I was like, I'm not going to remember this, am I? Then just hover your hands over your crown and imagine yourself surrounded by a beautiful golden light. Maybe there's some beautiful flower petals just drifting around on the breeze. And then start again. Bring your hands down to your heart. And then start at your shoulders this time. I think this will work better. Start at your shoulders, go up and then out, and then along your cheeks, and then continue that around your eyes. That works better. And then smooth out your forehead to your temples, and then just bring your hands over the top. Just keep imagining that golden light. And then bring your hands down to your heart. Take one breath. Start at your shoulders, come down your collarbone, and then up your neck, out along the jawline, under the cheekbone, and then up and around the eyes, then up to the forehead, up to the temples, and then hands hovering above your crown. One breath here, and then back down to the heart. Another breath here, and then start at the shoulders to the collarbone, middle of the collarbones, up the neck, from the chin out to the ears, from the nose under the cheekbone, and then around the eyes, and then across the forehead, out to the temples, and then hover. Take a breath. Bring your hands down to your heart. Breathe. Let's do that again. Shoulders to the collarbone, up the neck, along the jawline, out to the bottom of the ears, from the nose, under the jawline, under the cheekbones, up around the temples and around the eyes. And then across the forehead to the temples again, and then hands above. Breathe. Bring your hands down. Bring them to your heart. And breathe again. Let's do that again. Down across your collarbone. Up. Out along your jaw to the bottom of the ears. Under the cheekbone. Up to the temples and around the eyes. To the forehead. And out to the temples again. And then up. And hand your hands above your crown. Breath. And then down to your heart space. Let's do that one more time. Breathe. Then along the collarbone, up the neck, out along the jawline, under the cheekbone, around the eyes, forehead, hover, and then down to your heart. One last breath here. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. All right, shall we move on to the hands now? The hands. This week, all that oil has gone into my hands that I had on my hands for my face. First, with our hands, our beautiful hands, you want to turn your hands down. Just hold them there. Just you can close your eyes too. Just breathe. You can do this over a desk too, which is quite nice. So you could put your hand over the edge of your desk and do it, which makes it quite a nice thing to do. Just push your hands down. Just breathing. And then the opposite way. I'll put my arms out because then I get a better stretch, but you can hold it. You can do one hand at a time if you want to hold one hand at a time, but just up and stretch. This all works the wrist. Most of these you usually hold for about 20 to 30 seconds. And then what we will move on to do is to pull the skin down with your thumb and forefinger on the outside of your hand. So go to your knuckles and then just pull the skin down. As firm as you like with this one. So inside I'm doing it firmly as well, so the inside of the palm is getting a nice little wee massage too. And let's move to the other hand and do the same on the other hand. So just pulling it down. Just helps to, even though you're pulling at the skin, it is actually working to strengthen that skin, to make all the little muscles underneath work so that the skin gets held there. Beautiful. And then the next one we're going to do is a little triangle. Now just push your fingers and your thumbs together and just add that inward pressure. And again, just close your eyes and breathe. This gives a lovely wee stretch to all the fingers and thumb. And with the oil on, they slip, so you have to reposition. Wonderful. All right, next is just close your fingers and then just open the fingers one at a time. You can see mine don't want to do them separately, but if you can stop the other fingers moving, do so, and then just close them up. And just out. It just helps with dexterity, and it's a good one for your brain to make just one finger work at a time instead of holding them and doing them all together. Back in. These are fabulous for joint health. Even though I do have arthritis in my joints, doing things like this just help the joint keep moving too, which is really, really good. Oops. Let's come back one more time to the thumb. Awesome. Now, what we're going to do is shake hands. So just hold your hand out like you're going to shake hands, and then just, instead of moving your arm up and down like that, like you normally shake, just hold your arm. Just move your hand up and down like you're shaking hands with someone. So it's probably easier to see that way, isn't it? Keep your fingers as wide as you can too. All right, and the other side, shaking hands, hands wide. Beautiful. All right, let's just bring our hands back to our heart space. Take a few deep breaths. And just thank your face for everything it does. It makes you, all the muscles in your face help you smile, help you laugh, help you cry. And thank your hands for all those amazing things that your hands do. You eat food with your hands. You bake things with your hands. My husband's baking a banana cake at the moment. You dig in the dirt and feel the earth in your hands. You warm your hands by a fire. And just acknowledge now and thank your breath too. We had that beautiful prana card at the beginning. Just thank it for every day, all day long, all night long. It shows up. Whether you notice it or not, it's there. But when you consciously notice it, you can breathe in beautiful air, oxygen, but you can receive when you breathe in. And then when you breathe out, you can release. Let's do that a couple of rounds. Just breathe in and receive. And breathe out and release anything you don't want to hold on to any longer. Tension, everything. And breathe in and receive. And then release. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in and receive. Breathe out and release. Wonderful, my darling friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. It has been an absolute pleasure. And Awesome, Peter. We'll save you a slice. We'll save you a slice. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. It's just a lovely little, I mean, it's been an hour, but just a small little time that you can just tend to your own beautiful needs. And we don't do that often enough, do we? And so just tend to it and love yourself, love your skin, love your face, love your smile and your eyes and your cheekbones and your beautiful long neck. Just fabulous. And if you want to, if you can remember just to do one of the flows, even a couple of times is beautiful. Practice some mudra and see how that mudra works. Yeah. My pleasure, Paige. I'm so glad that you found it was needed, and that is beautiful, beautiful. My newsletter went out yesterday, and in that it has some little face yoga things. It has a bit of everything I do, but it has some face yoga things in it too. So you can use those during the week as well, which is really, really good. Oh, awesome, Michelle. I love that. I love that. And have you been teaching it to others at your work as well? Maybe you need to have a group. Let's have 3 minutes together and do this. That would be a really cool idea. Be interesting to see how everyone's stress levels, whether some do lower or whether some don't. Be quite fascinating. All right, my beautiful souls. I think it's breakfast time now. Breakfast time now. But this is when I will next see you in a couple of days. We will have a lovely time with our tea and see what beautiful messages the leaves have to say for us. Fabulous, Paige. Love that. Thank you so much. Yes, TMJ. That's not fun at all. I do a little routine for that, so I must remember to do that next week, maybe. And a thumb injury. Okay. Yes, absolutely. And it doesn't claim to be a cure, but it definitely helps. And I know and as I said, even though I've got the arthritis in my hands, they can still go fairly straight because of the things I do with my hands for them, and they can still pick things up. Like my cousin, hers are really quite gnarly and bent, but just keep moving them, and it helps. And the same with your face. Yes, I know so many people that have that. Absolutely. Yes. There you go, Michelle. You're the lead. You could do. You work with all guys. That's good. Is Howard here today? I don't know. I haven't seen him. But yeah, I often have a couple of guys here and they love it. So yes. Beautiful. Thank you, Paige. That truly blesses me. I love that. Thank you. Here's my card if that makes it easier for you to follow me, if you haven't followed me. Migraines a lot. Yes, I do have. Maybe I should do a flow next week. I have a lovely flow for headaches, so we could perhaps do that, which might help, and add a couple of jaw things in to help balance everything. Yeah. Wonderful. All right, I'll try and remember that, and we can work on that as well. My pleasure, Paige. My pleasure. Wonderful. All right, my lovelies. Love and peace to you all. And I will maybe see you in a couple of days. Fabulous. Bye. Yes. Absolutely. Take care, everyone. Love and hugs and blessings and peace. Bye. My pleasure, Peter.